What's going on? It's episode 7 of my live chat. Um, it is Wednesday. No, is it? Is it Tuesday? Jesus Christ. No, it's Wednesday. How's it going, Cool Breeze? How you doing? So yeah. Not too many events to cover this weekend, which is good for me, I guess, my sleep schedule. Yeah, let's see. There's like obviously one Friday fights. There's a Rise World Series. That'll be sweet. I think that'll be free on a Bima. Get to see Chummy Boy. There's a BKFC and the UFC, but that BKFC is on at the same time as the UFC main card, which is so stupid. Oh, your fuel pump's out. My work truck, I think, has the fuel pump out on it, so that sucks ass. Superlek is back. Okay, what do you mean? What do you mean he's back? But yeah, what's quickly before I got into too many things, I wanted to just talk about how close we are to monetization. So actually, so let's see. I only need around 200 more subscribers and around 1,000 more watch hours, and then we can start getting memberships and super chats and stuff. Which I'm stoked for that. It's not bad considering. Let's see, when was my first live stream on here? I think we'll be able to hit that here in like a month. Maybe the subscriber thing just from doing a bunch of fight companions. But I don't know about watch hours, honestly. It takes a long time to get watch hours. Yeah, let me see. Yeah, in April. So it's been for 4 or 5 months. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. Yuki versus Japan at 145. Yeah, that's sick. I got some early info about that. From somebody that kind of knows some insider shit about one. What is up, Hobknocker? How are you doing today? Yeah. So yeah, let's go through exactly everything I'll be covering, and then I'll get those all up. So there's a lot of Shudo Brazil cards this weekend, and I'm not sure exactly why. Oh, it's Road to Shudo. So it looks like those will be on at night, like almost every night for like the whole week, which is pretty damn cool. Looks like there's a stupid ass grappling event. Yeah, the UFC BJJ bullshit. Mason Fowler's a pretty good grappler. That's the only person I know on that. Looks like they're gonna air it on YouTube. I think they're trying to get it off the ground a little bit. So yeah, one Friday fights, 5:30, in the morning Pacific, 8:30 Eastern. And then, there's a PFL tomorrow night it'd be at 4 my time, so I'll probably cover that. You mean Phil? Shh. Did you see Clown said he wanted? Yes, I did see that. Yes. Well, I don't know if he said he wanted to. I think he said he would if the opportunity arose. So, yeah, that's uncomfortable to hear. But he is the clown show, and I guess that's his MO, right? But yeah, I did see that. UFOs are real. Who is this guy, by the way? I don't even know who this guy is. First time I've seen you in the live chat, so nice to see you. So yeah, there's gonna be wait a second, Thursday? No, Friday. Jeez. Friday we'll do one Friday fights. We'll probably do the PFL card, which will probably end pretty damn late, and then there's a one fight night. I think that Well, you know what's weird is that one fight night, probably more people will be covering it, which is weird to consider. More people cover one like big one events than PFL events these days. But the PFL events actually do pretty good numbers. I'm guessing if you guys had the choice of what we cover, it would probably be one. So that's actually going to start at the same time as the main card for PFL. That's so weird. That main card for PFL is going to be sick though. Just for Jesus Pinedo's fight would be sick. Yeah. I'm actually looking at the card. I would rather cover one. So yeah, we'll do 2-1 cards tomorrow. One in the morning, one in the afternoon. And then let's see. By the way, this is GrabakaHitman.com. Best website to watch or to see what the schedule is. Okay, so this Rise World Series is actually going to start. Man. 10. Let me see. So it's going to start at 10 Pacific. I'll actually check to see how you guys can watch that if you guys want to. So yeah, so one will start at 8. And then 2 hours later will be Rise. So that should work out. But I'm definitely covering Rise. Like, let's see, we got Shiro, Chad Collins, who I think he beat up who did he fucking beat up? What's the site? It's GrabakaHitman.com. One tomorrow or it's on Friday, sorry. Yeah, there's gonna be 2-1 cards on Friday. I'll cover both of them. I'm considering doing the PFL card. Everyone always, and me included, always bitch when we watch PFL. You have a celebrity in your chat? Yeah, Tone is the homie. Tone is he's been supporting the channel the last couple weeks, and I couldn't be more happy about that. The main fight, yeah, Regi and Arisil. So yeah, who the fuck did Chad Collins beat? Who did he beat up? Hold on, he beat somebody. Did he beat Petch? Or am I fucking? He beat somebody he wasn't supposed to. Who did he? Yeah, it was. I think. No. Yeah, he did. He beat Petch, and then he got his ass kicked by him. Or no, he got his ass whooped by Miguel Trinidad. Crazy that he was able to beat Petch though. So yeah, Chad Collins and Kento Haraguchi, Shiratori I've heard of. Other than that, I don't really know any of these other people. But oh yeah, Osaki. The Osaki brothers are really good in kickboxing. So yeah, that'll be sick. Rise World Series. Let me see how hard that's going to be for you guys to watch. Let's see if it's on Abema Live. So Abema Live is like this pay-per-view service. Yes. It is going to be on Rise World Series for 15. It's going to be on Abema Live for $15, but I think it's going to be on Abema for free. Let me see. Yeah. That's so stupid that they do that. But it's funny because it's actually not geo-blocked. Yeah, it's not even geo-blocked. It's free on Abema TV. So don't go to Abema Live and buy the pay-per-view if you're planning on watching that. But yeah. So yeah, that'll be going on pretty late into the night, midnight on the East Coast. There is going to be a Black Combat card. Black Combat is one of the better promotions out of South Korea. Can you send me that? I always want to see the side of the list fights. Yes, I will drop it in the chat right now. Yeah, so GrabakaHitman.com is the guy Kaposa on Twitter. It's his website. So yeah, that should be the link to get you there. There is going to be a what is this? Gods of Martial Arts from Ho Chi Minh City. That actually sounds cool as fuck, honestly. I've been wanting to see what Vietnamese like MMA is looking like these days. Might have to get into that. So yes, and Saturday, obviously the UFC is going to start 3 Pacific, 6 Eastern. I'll be covering that. But yeah, as I said, there's going to be a BKFC card that I would love to cover. It's in Sturgis. Let Me Bang Bro is going to be the main event. How is Julian Lane still like a dude in BKFC? I don't understand that. But yeah, so that's going to actually be going on the same time as the UFC, which sucks. If they were smart, they'd do it earlier or after or something, you know? They shouldn't be going up against the UFC, in my opinion. But yeah, you know what? That's like really it. I don't think there's going to be a Thai fight this weekend, which is what I would cover if it's what I usually cover on a Sunday. So yeah, that's what we're looking at. We got 2 1 cards, PFL for Friday, and then Saturday, Rise World Series, the UFC. There is a BKFC card, and then we might cover that Vietnamese regional promotion. I'm not sure. It kind of sounds sick, honestly. But yeah, so that's gonna be the schedule for the weekend. Yeah, is there anything you guys want to talk about? I've been seeing Dan Hooker is pissed at the UFC for some reason. I'm not entirely sure I understand the whole situation. Apparently his tickets got canceled. Like, I don't know if he was going to go to an event and I don't know exactly what the fuck's going on with Dan Hooker. The Ali Act is being pushed through, is being introduced to Congress and will most likely get pushed through. Amir Albazi kind of ducking the smoke, it seems. You can get into anything you guys want to talk about. I lost some money gambling last weekend. Other than that, we just got like I can pull up MMA Fighting's news section. I heard he was pissed. I don't know why. Yeah, Dan Hooker. I'm not sure what I like. Okay, they said that like, or he said that they canceled his tickets to some event. I'm like, bro, you weren't even fighting on the card. Like, I don't quite get the situation. Does the Ali Act affect the UFC? Great question. No, because the Ali Act was introduced to protect boxers. It basically said that you couldn't, like your promoter couldn't also like hold the belt. So that's why like Top Rank is a boxing promotion, and like somebody on the Top Rank roster of the WBA, the WBC, the IBF, or the IBO, or WB, whatever the fuck. There's like a million belts. But yeah, so that's why they created the sanctioning bodies. It's not why, but yeah, it's supposed to protect boxers basically against like monopolies like the UFC. So the UFC is going to gut that legislation and then basically change it in their favor. It's honestly pretty bad. It's pretty bad for the world of boxing. Also, some people are like, oh, well, you know, boxers are going to get paid more. I think it said that like they're gonna introduce like a minimum pay of like $150 a round. So, and like it's good for like some debutante fighter. He's gonna be able to make like $800 off of a 6-round fight or whatever. It's more than that. I'm not good at math. Um, but yeah, it is kind of funny that they would be basically all the TKO entity is trying to do is make a boxing promotion that is structured like the UFC, where they can have contracts that are exclusive and really bad for the fighters, so that they're locked into multi-fight deals. There's going to be like contract extensions off of title fights. And for a fact that, because the UFC president is so close with the sitting president, that if this goes through if this goes through Congress, like the president will sign off on it. And again, I'm not even trying to get political. It's just, those are just facts. And it's not good. It's really not good. No matter what way you slice it, it's gonna hurt the wider combat sports landscape. Yeah, man. Crazy that we're living in this time where TKO has merged, obviously WWE and the UFC. And now they're going to take over boxing, seemingly. And then now the UFC is trying to take over grappling. So yeah, it's a dark time. It's a really dystopian, dark time for combat sports. That's why I like kickboxing, man. Even though it's really hard to watch and it's on at 3 a.m. Even kickboxing's in a bad place, man. Like, Glory had their 100th event and it was sick. I saw one of the best kickboxing fights I've ever seen on that card in Rajamzadi versus Chroma. But even like Glory doing their 100th event is like, that was pretty much all the juice they had. The Ollie Act only applies for TKO promotions with Uncle Dana. Yes. Good to see you, SS Jackson. Yeah, and that's what's even scarier. Is they're basically just trying to... you can't make this shit up. It's like they're going to rig the Ollie Act in favor of them and then be like, this is only for us. No other promotion can do this. If you read into it, it's weird. Like there's wording in it that says that like they're going to start a UBO, which is like a unified boxing organization or something. And you can only be a UBO if you have certain things like the UFC PI. And so it's basically going to force all other boxing promotions to just be like totally screwed. It's honestly insane that this is really a thing. Hope all is well. Yeah, things are going. Things are going. Could be worse. But yeah, how about you, man? How you doing? I fucking hate Baldy. That's such a weather. Gosh, he's just a fuck, isn't he? He's such a fucker. It is what it is, though. I mean, the bummer about the whole thing is that, number one, fighters are going to sign up for this, and it's gonna grow, and it's just gonna get worse. Basically, it's take off, reduce the insurance, give the fighter a base pay. Yeah. So that is one thing kind of nice, that is they're gonna give fighters like insurance and things like that. What's up, Too Smelly? Can you address the allegations? What are the allegations? I wasn't aware there were any. Good to see you, by the way. Shoulder of shit, can't train. Yeah, there you go. There you go, man. Yeah, I feel you, dude. My knee's fucked up. You haven't heard? No. What's going on? Start hitting them band exercises. They do my shoulders wonder. I have a resistance band for my knee, but like I don't know. I don't know exactly how much I'm supposed to use it or not use it. Yeah, I have not heard too smelly. What do you got? What do you got? Allegations. I'm trolling. I got nothing funny right now. Okay. No worries, man. Circle back. Clown is making bad allegations about you. He said that you have been known to put stuff. Listen, God damn it. So I was told to come on. That's not accurate. So one Mr. Giuliano Argenti told me that Hank the Tank was on Clown Show, and this is before I had talked to Hank over the phone just recently to discuss grounds for a truce. Yeah, so he's on Clown Show, and Giuliano was like, "Dude, like you gotta come on this show. Like Hank's getting cooked." So I went on there, and that was the first time I went on there, and I was like, "Okay, this is basically just a cesspool of YouTube." So I did make an appearance on the cesspool of YouTube, and I went on there a second time because Giuliano was on there, and we were just kind of shooting the shit. I was trying to figure out why this guy Clown Show and Giuliano hate each other, but also don't. And so those are the two times I had been on there. And so other than that, like I've never said anything malicious about the guy. I don't know his show very well. I know that he streams for like 10 hours, 12 hours from like really late at night to super early in the morning. So yeah, I've talked to the guy twice. I know that some people like that drama thing. The only thing that I really know about the guy is that he got kicked off of YouTube, or he got 2 strikes on his channel, and then now he's relegated to Kick. And he's like, "Oh, you know, my whole show's been about bullying people and making fun of people. I go at everybody." And then in the same sentence, he'll be like, "I don't know why my channel got shut down." It's like, hey, maybe it's related. I don't know. But yeah, so that's all I know about that guy. And then yeah, obviously he said he would do terrible things to me. So I'm like, all right. Like he thinks, I think he's a paranoid guy. He said that I'm over here just trashing him all the time. It's like, dude, I don't even know who you are. Like, yeah, I've been on your show twice, and that was enough for me to go, wow, this is just terrible. But outside of that, I don't really know anything about him. Yeah, Giuliano and Clown have a love-hate relationship. Sometimes Clown abuses Giuliano, and Giuliano threatens to leave him, but Giuliano always comes. It's a toxic relationship, man. Yeah, you guys gotta get out of that toxic relationship stuff. Idaho put stuff in my drinks too. That's not true, Kiwi. I went and got you some beers, and I drove on the left side. I drove on the wrong side of the road for you. That was an awesome experience, by the way. Super stoked we got to meet up in Sydney. You have a beautiful family, my friend. So hope you're doing well. Same. We all getting. Oh, is there gonna be a lawsuit against me? Oh God. Would you get on his panel on Thursday to see why he's threatening? No. I'll tell you what. I'll get on Clown Show's panel if somebody sends me $20 on Cash App. Yeah, I'll make a paid appearance on Clown Show's show. If anyone feels like slapping me some money to see me and Clown Show go at it, that would be worth my time. But other than that, definitely not. But yeah, thanks for the offer. Gals these days, I wish I was just given free drugs. Wow. Pretty sure Gilly was on with Clown Show for like 20 hours just now. Yeah, that wouldn't shock me. Should we see? Is he on right now? I guess we could I guess we could see. God, fucking Kick. I didn't know that anybody actually streamed. Should I start streaming on Kick? I didn't know that was a thing. I remember back in the day, people had Kick, but I think it was like KIK. And it was like a way, like back in junior high and stuff, it was a way for like you to text people like a little more anonymously. And I never got on fucking Kick. And he was last live 2 hours ago for 20 hours. Yeah, that is accurate. Let's see. We can find out. We'll just scrub through really quick. He's got Giuliano's face up on there. Yeah, you're right. Let's see. He comes in about the 8.5 hour mark. And he stays on till about the 14-hour mark. So yeah, interesting. Well, there you go. They just finished. Okay. The Italian guy who always says Italian fights was winning even though they were having their asses kicked. Yeah, that's the guy. What if you get $20 Cash App from Giuliano? Apparently he can't use Cash App. I'll tell you what, if you send me $20, I'll go on the show tomorrow. Kick is a pretty fun platform. Is it really? I wouldn't know. The clown doesn't want these problems. Didn't even know you could stream on that ancient app. Right, that's what I'm saying. It's like, that's some old ass shit. That's like, yo, come to my MySpace live stream tomorrow, guys. We have been having a lot of fun on Kick last couple weeks. Now Clown is going to start making Dona. Oh, cool. That's good. I'm glad that it's working out for him. Have you ever been on Punch? It's similar to Kick. Great. What are these fucking random, like, what, I got to get on fucking Rumble now? Like, what are you guys talking about? I'm on YouTube. I'm on fucking YouTube. I might stream from Twitter. But you have to pay for Twitter to be able to stream on there. And then I think I can stream on Instagram. But it's like, is that even worth it? Giuliano was on and off the stream, but he went hard around Mila. Milo's going hard too. All right, there you go. I haven't been on Punch, but I've been on Headbutt. They added a C to. Yeah, am I wrong? Because I thought it was KIK back in the day. What's next? Smelly Elbow and Knee are also going to be great platforms. Yeah, it's not Bloody Elbow, it's Smelly Elbow. It's like, what the fuck, dude? What are these fucking streaming platforms that I'm supposed to be on now? Are you cool with Anakin MMA? He was going at it too. Yeah, I don't have a problem with. Listen, man, like UFOs are. I'm glad you're bringing us to topic, but it's like I could honestly really give a shit less what happens over on fucking Clown Show's show. Like, I really could give a fuck less. But yeah, Anakin is. We're cool. I got any problem with the guy. He tries to stir up drama, but other than that, he's an alright dude. Anakin Skywalker, yes, he turned to the dark side, unfortunately. Smelly Elbow. I mean, but yeah, I mean, there has been a lot of random shitty YouTube drama going on as of late. I don't know what started it all. I really don't. I feel like there's certain people that have stirred it up a little more than others. And I think like what the way I was like introduced into all of this was when No Chill trolled Hank and made him make this fake video about me. And that's kind of when all this stuff started popping off. Like Next thing you know, No Chill has drama with this guy, and then this guy's got drama with these guys, and then now there's a fucking clown show, and I'm like, and this is where I try to tell people, like, I've seen the bowels of MMA YouTube, and it's not a pretty place. I'd rather just be over here with my 10 live viewers, just talking about, Super Lex next fight, like it's like I'm cool, man. I'm cool. I'll just watch kickboxing over in my little corner and just be cool with that. So yeah, none of this shit really matters to me. And my biggest issue with all this drama is like when I've been in one fight in my life back in high school. And when I got in the fight with that guy, it was like over some like pretty real issues we were having, right? So when we fought each other, afterwards, like we were cool. That was like the peak of our issues, and after that it was cool. So like if all you guys are gonna beef with each other, like there has to be an end. Like if you guys shouldn't be supporting people that are just endless drama farms for content. If there's never like a solution or like an end to the drama that these content creators are putting out there, like I feel like you guys shouldn't be supporting that. And again, like I was hanging out on Clown Show on fucking on for 2 streams, kind of got the gist of it, and I was like, yeah, this is retarded. I'm out. So yeah, I don't know. Like, obviously, you guys do whatever you want. Support whoever you want. But if you're hanging out in a stream that's just endless drama, drama farming, like it's not worth it, man. It's a stupid place to be, man. It's a stupid place to be spending your time. The MMA community is the most complex, crazy fan base of all of sports. It goes deeper and gets messy. Yeah, I'd rather just stay like right. Like I already went deep enough. I'm like, yeah, I'm good. I'm gonna come back to the surface and talk about kickboxing. Why don't beefing MMA streamers have MMA fights? This is, dude. I'm into it. I think they do, but I don't know. Yeah, we should have more of those. We should advocate for more of those. Hey, what's up, Making the Walk? Good to see you, man. How are you doing? MMA YouTuber drama is always weird to me. It is weird. It's like anytime anybody comes up, and again, like I've only been on the MMA YouTuber community for about 2 years now. Like I've been really in the weeds of it. It's weird because like every time there's like somebody coming up, it seems like it's like, oh well, everybody just wants to trash each other. And like I hear about the most random. Hey, did you hear Dick Nuts fucking MMA is beefing with lard ass MMA? You're like, who are these people? Like how do you guys follow 10 different MMA YouTuber channels and all the drama? Well, actually, Dick Nuts is fucking he was a Vietnam War vet, and fucking lardass MMA was like dissing fucking Vietnam. It's like, how do you guys know all this shit, dude? Like fucking goddamn, dude. And I'm not gonna tell people what to do with their time, but it's like there is way better uses of your time than dealing with all this weird random MMA YouTuber drama things, And again, to be very clear, I had a falling out with my old co-host, and that's the reason I started this show. And yeah, I play clips of the guy because it's fucking funny. It's funny as shit.
My talent. Idaho. I loved you. You
hilarious. Right? But at the same time, like I actually talked to this guy, my old co-host, and we squashed the beef. It's like I still don't like the guy, but it's like I can not like somebody and not make every stream about how I have drama with this person. Was it over a girl? No, it was the fight I got in high school was like, it was some pretty real drama. Like shit was going down, and it all got solved. Like I'll see that guy out now, and I'll be like, yo, what's up? We're cool. MMA Guru versus Nina Drama headlining. That sounds like a banger. I don't think the drama is going to stop until something severe happens, whether it's lawsuits or someone gets hurt. Yeah, did you see? There's like those two Vegas YouTubers, and one of them shot the other. Like, if that's what you guys want to happen, you know, and you, not you guys, but like, if that's what these people that are like drama farming and feeding into all this stuff, and then their fan base like continues to go at it, it's like, I wouldn't be surprised if something like that happens. Now, I would say MMA YouTubers are really interested in keeping a low profile and not being doxxed. So, and what's really funny is like MMA fighters, MMA YouTubers are some of the softest people on the planet when it comes to criticism of them. Like, it's like you guys fight in the cage. You guys watch people fight in the cage. Like, and somebody criticizes you and you're gonna fucking just cry about it. It's like, dude, come on, get thicker skin. Brother, my first group of friends and I, after I punched them in the face at elementary school. So it sounds like you won't be watching the video, the 879,286 people that wronged me. What? Hey, what's up, Fight Night Frankie? How you doing, man? Frankie Duck the Clown. Yeah, that's a genius move on Fight Night Frankie's end, because I actually went on Clown Show's show, and it is not. It's a cesspool. It's a you feel like you need to take a shower after you go on Clown Show's panel. So smart move, Frankie. Guru is the height of MMA YouTube. He's a pretty negative guy. That's a good point. I think that MMA fans like just want the negativity. Lard ass MMA. Do you think eventually your channel will become an MMA drama channel? If it does, somebody please shoot me. Yeah, I remember you and Hank had a show. I'm not caught up on what happened between you though. So basically, I started my channel. I started the channel, and again, I started the channel. Like, it wasn't. I brought Hank on because he and I were in the same like community, and I was like, oh, like I want to start a YouTube channel. So what started to happen was we'd have a disagreement, and he would like cuss me out, and then he would apologize the next day, and then this would happen like continuously. And throughout the course of that, I was like, man, this guy is like really cringe. Like, I don't even like any of the content that he makes, like solo content. And then he crashed out on me again, like one time, and I was like, all right, this is it. So I just fired back. But I also realized this is not good. Like, our channel shouldn't be like us just crapping on each other, you know? So I decided to leave the channel. And then in the midst of that, No Chill, he trolled Hank into making a video about me, like an expose video. And it was like somehow the best thing Hank ever made, and also the worst thing Hank ever made. And it was great. And that was kind of like peak of the drama. And so, yeah. That's pretty much what happened. I figured it would be better for me to start a new channel than continue like the really annoying, toxic channel I was on. So is Lard Ass MMA taken? Maybe not. Maybe not. It's probably, dude, it probably is. It probably is. I cry myself to sleep every night. Join the club, buddy. Join the club. We should actually start a club. Cry yourself to sleep every night club. Yeah, you seem more able to control your feelings and communicate. Hank is a very emotionally unstable. two opposites. Well, that's what kind of made the show fun for a time, right? But it got to this point where I was like, dude, like I don't really want to be involved with somebody that I just don't like and don't have anything in common with, you know. Do you know about our Lord and Savior Terry Davis, the creator of Temple? That is what Hank reminds. I have no idea who that is. Show me, boy, but send me some stuff. Did you and Hank ever get to the point of doxing threats or physical threats? No. Well, actually, the only thing that happened was he sent me a very fake cease and desist Google Doc, which was just really funny. It was really funny. What is real drama? That's an interesting question. Like I said, when I can only use my example from my own life. When I got into that fight with the kid that I got in a fight with, like it was over. Like they stole a bunch of stuff from my friend, so I. And again, I'm not like a intimidating person, or like, yeah, I'm not an intimidating person. But what I started to do was I started to basically press these kids every time I saw them. And I'd be like, hey, when are you going to pay my friend back? And they're like, oh, like, I don't know. And I'm like, all right, well, what do you got right now? And I'd like make them run their pockets like every time I saw them. And it got to the point where, because we'd all kind of hang out at the same place on the weekends. It got to the point where I basically stole their smoking apparatus and the things they were smoking out of it. Like, I like literally went up on him and just like took it from him. And I was like, yeah, like we can just like solve this right now. And so they waited till the next weekend, and they brought like 12 kids to jump me at the spot we always hung out at. It was at the skate park. And so I brought like 6 to 7 of my friends, but all my friends were like, I was 14 at the time. All my friends were like 17, 18. And they had like been known to fucking fuck people up. So one of my older friends was like, all right, like, because obviously the kids didn't really want to fight my friends. And they're like, all right, well, you got to fight somebody. And I was like, damn. And my homie made me figure that shit out with one of those kids. And again, it was for the better. Like everything was solved after that. So yeah, I would say like there comes a point. I guess there is a fine line between real drama and stupid MMA drama. I understand what you're saying, but this was like a thing that like was occurring over the course of like 3 months. Like me and these kids were having my friend group and this friend group was like having a back and forth, and we had to figure it out. Gilly beef with like 25 people in the last 24 hours. Doesn't surprise me. Sent the video on Discord. It's a long. All right, I'll check it out. 12. They thought they were in a kung fu lick. 12 is excessive. That's wild. Yeah, like somebody called me and they're like, dude, like there's like 12 people down here trying to jump you. I was like, oh, all right. Well, let me call. I was stirring up some trouble though. Because okay, like these 3 dudes that had stole shit from my friend, like they stayed the night at his house, and he woke up in the morning and a bunch of his shit was gone. So like, in his Mexicans, so like Mexicans got a pretty deep crew, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I had pissed a lot of them off. Like I had at least pissed off exclusively 6 out of the 12 people that were trying to jump me. So yeah, I just brought my friends, and like I said, my friend was like, all right, dude, like you gotta have to fight one of them. Who wants to fight him? And the first kid that spoke up, my homie he made me run the fade with the kid. It was good stuff. And it was like, okay, like this is like something worth fighting a kid over, like how bad everything had gotten. And again, I had been causing a lot of trouble amongst those people. So didn't surprise me that they brought that many kids to jump me. I've never forgotten participating in a 2v2 at recess. Me and the kid I was fighting stopped in complete shock and awe. And the special ed kid on his team absolutely mauled me in my. Oh, jeez. Oh, you're in shock and awe over this. Okay, well, first of all, don't be getting in fights with the special ed kid. That's a wrong move to make, my friend. But yeah, man, this MMA YouTube drama thing is just, and again, it's something that I've gotten into a little bit, and so I know from experience to be like, hey, dude, just remove yourself from this shit. It's not worth the time. It's never gonna go anywhere. And if it does go somewhere, like, these people are so scared of showing their face online, being doxxed. It's just these are not the guys that they portray themselves to be online. And I've had people troll me in my chat, and then I'll go on like a panel with them or something like that, and they're just nice dudes. So I think a lot of people just like to troll in chat. Like, they don't really have any balls to say anything to you in person, or like when they see you even on stream. Like, I don't know, dude. A lot of people are just they got nothing better going on, so they just want to troll people. We were in like 3rd grade and didn't know better. Found out that day. Glad it wasn't. That's a hate crime. But yeah, that being said, support who you want to support in the community, but I think it's always better for the community to be that, just a community, not lard ass MMA. That's fucking great. Lard ass MMA. Wow. I knew it wasn't taken. How you doing, lard ass MMA? What's up, Dr. Pinar? How you doing? No, like, I think the community should be that, right? Like, even if you have issues with this person or that person, like, doesn't mean we can't, still just be in the community. Like, there's content creators that I don't follow anymore. I don't go in their streams, but it's like, I don't troll them or like have this running thing where I'm like beefing with them. It's just super irrelevant. It's like, I'd rather just focus on my own channel. I have to look at this channel. Who just made this? I mean, who just made this channel? That's fantastic. Lard ass MMA. It's somebody's burner account. Was a special ed kid Hank? Damn. What's up, Chris Gray? How you doing? When are you going to be going off to Boston, Chris? Let me tell you something, dude. But yeah, is there anything non-beef related you guys want to chat about in combat sports? Let's go over to MMA Fighting's news page, shall we? And speaking of drama, that's what these news outlets and MMA media are trying to perpetuate these days. I mean, look at this. Is literally a headliner. Vitor Belfort goes off on content creators in boxing. Jake Paul is not a real fighter. Wow, that's newsworthy. Can you guess these 5 longtime MMA pros? Can you guess this longtime MMA pro in today's trivia game? Dominic Reyes versus Carlos Ulberg is going to headline a part of the card. That's a sick fight. That is a sick ass fight. Who you guys reckon wins that one? I'd have to go Ulberg. But I don't know. It is interesting to see how Dominic Reyes has kind of revitalized his career after that losing streak. Denny Sabatello and Ryzen. hoping to head over there in November. Just waiting on my passport. Oh yeah. That's right. Your Canadian to U.S. passport. Let's check out this. Check out this trivia game. $49 pro fights. Okay, it's just asking me like, I don't know. Guys got 49 pro fights. All right, so I have to guess every time. 49 pro fights. I don't know. The fuck? Let's put lard ass. Okay, they already have like a database. Let's put. I'm just gonna guess literally anybody. Okay, it's gonna give me another one. 14 UFC bouts, mostly at welterweight. 14 UFC bouts, mostly at welterweight. Mostly at welterweight. $49 pro fights, mostly at welterweight. I know this isn't right, but Doomsday is his nickname. I don't know who the fuck this is. Doomsday. I don't know. You guys know? Doomsday. Stopped by Tim Means in his final UFC bout. Ooh. Doomsday? Lord ass in the house. Reyes by late. Round TKO. Title shot incoming. I manifest these things. John Howard. John, I actually believe you. I feel like you're trolling me. But you're probably absolutely right. I would have never gotten that. Showweather wins the trivia today. Good on you, man. All right, yeah. Olberg versus Reyes, comes to Pith. I like that fight. Morning, good chap. How are you doing, Mr. C? How's the baby? All caps when you smell the man name. John Doomsday Howard at OG. I actually liked him a lot. I'll have to check out some John Howard clips. But yeah, what are you guys thinking about this? Chris Gray says that Reyes gets a late round KO. I like the fight a lot. The thing about Olberg is what was his last fight? Hold on, let me see. The problem with Carlos Olberg. Let me see. Yes. So he was on this sick run, right? He lost to Kennedy Nzechukwu in his UFC debut. But then he beats Fabio Cherant, not a good fighter. Tafon Chukwi. Beats Negamarianu, who I thought was decent. He beat Porteria. Dalton Jung is not bad. Knocks Benefield out, and then he fights Volkan Ozdemir and Jan Blachowicz in some fights that really were not awe-inspiring. I think people thought he lost the Blachowicz fight. I think I was in LA. Yeah, I was in LA when that card happened, so I didn't actually see the fight. And then on the other side with Reyes, see. I remember watching him knock Chris Weidman out. Let me see. Yes. He's been in the UFC quite some time, huh? Knocks out Cannonier. OSP beats Volkan Ozdemir. Goes to split. Chris Weidman goes up to light heavyweight and gets knocked out. Fights John Jones, and that was, I remember watching that fight with like the family and shit. This before I even was on MMA YouTube. And I thought it should have been a split decision at worst. And I thought Reyes had won the fight at best. But again, not being like a very educated fan at the time. Obviously, then he gets knocked out by Blachowicz, Prohaska, and Spann. And then we're like, damn, he's washed. Comes back, knocks out Jacoby, knocks out Anthony Smith, and then he knocked out Nikita Krylov. So I don't know, man. I'm kind of torn on this fight. I feel like Oldberg's resume sucks. It sucks ass. And even though Reyes hasn't beaten everybody that he's fought, like he's still fought like really solid dudes. And then Chris Weidman getting a title shot off and knocking out Chris Weidman is kind of hilarious. And his fucking weight class debut. Losing to Blachowicz, Prohaska, former champs in the weight class. Ryan Spann was definitely like the point where like, damn, Reyes can't even get a win over like a guy like Ryan Spann. Comes back 2 years off, around 2 years off, knocks out Jacoby, who I was pretty high on at the time. Anthony Smith and Nikita Krylov. I think even those three fighters are not. I don't know. They're not the best wins. Oh, oops. I just got rid of that. Baby is doing great. He looks like a young Hank, but without any of his features. Okay. UFC wants to push Oldberg. I'm cool with it. I like Carlos Oldberg. But again, I think that his resume is lacking. I like Carlos Oldberg. Damn good boxing card from Japan earlier. Did you catch it? No. But I'm sure I did see that Rush Hour Fight Club was covering it. So you did ask if anyone was covering it, and yeah, anytime there's like some boxing card, like you can bet your ass that Jay from Rush Hour Fight Club is going to be covering it. I just don't really give a shit about boxing anymore. I didn't even watch Daniel Dubois versus Usyk. And it's like, I fucking love the lineal heavyweight title, man. I like learning about boxing, then I don't know, man. Like, I just don't care that much about boxing anymore. A lot of times, if a man and woman, an egg is fertilized by, it can create a human. Yeah. Yeah, I thought so too. Japanese boxing hits different. That's cool. I'm sure, dude. Like, I'm not gonna be here. I'm not the one to come on this show and be like, boxing sucks. I just don't care. I don't care about. I really don't care about most MMA. I don't care about boxing. I just care about kickboxing. Like, I'll stay up till 3 a.m. to watch kickboxing. What are we doing? You're telling me, Anthony, you're attacking my family. Lion Shart Smith isn't a quality win. 5 years ago, they're all winnable fights for Big Anthony. Retired way too soon. Is that my friend Nick from Omaha trolling me? Poatan and Oldberg both took Yan to a close decision. Magomed took him to a draw. Only the GOAT, Glover Teixeira, made it look easy. Not gonna lie, you're adorable, bro. I'll sub. All right, that's strange, but I guess thanks. Why do you think so many of these losers use alts? Says Lard Ass MMA. Uh, I don't know. I mean, like I have a Seika Izawa alt that I use to just fucking pretend she's the best fighter in the world. It's just for trolling reasons. Trolling can be fun. In enough in certain spurts, you know. I think everyone likes a little bit of trolling. Nothing wrong with that. Lard ass MMA. Yo, I would actually. Would you guys actually subscribe to a channel that was Lard ass MMA? My biggest thing is I'm just trying to focus on my channel, even though it's small fry. The worst thing about being on YouTube these days is I don't know what else to put out there. Like, I don't have the capacity to make good videos. Like, what would be like if you guys want to suggest like topics for a video, like I'll make it. I'll consider making it. But yeah, I think that there's definitely there's so many people on MMA YouTube just doing the same shit. And I talked to Making the Walk about that. He's like, everyone's doing the same thing, and like he's actually out there making quality content, you know. But then there's like the other side of MMA YouTube where you just live stream, and I think that's the lower effort, and that's probably why I do it. But I don't have any like hard hitting takes to give people. I'm just like so down the middle, you know. I want to do trivia. Like some people say trivia is stupid, and that's fine. I want to get MMA Nerd back and running, and I actually think we have some contestants for an MMA Nerd this week. Giuliano keeps begging to come on and do MMA Nerd, and he wants the champ Big Red again. But I'm like, dude, listen, like you already got smoked by Big Red. We got to give him somebody who has a loss or somebody in a debut. No, Mr. C, would you be down to do MMA Nerd? Show other says he'd be down. Okay, but listen, guys, the problem with MMA Nerd is I need you to be on camera. I need you to be on camera just so we know you're not cheating. I don't know if you guys have ever watched MMA Nerd, but I want to bring it back because it's fun. Also, like I want to do what Bodak does, but he built a website for his show, and I'm just not smart enough to do that. So there is this thing called like, what the fuck is it? Hold on. Trivia. My homie Big Red was telling me about this website. See, I don't understand how to. Let me see. Wait a second. Holy shit. Wait a second. That actually looks right. This website actually looks like it could work. Might have to set that up for the next MMA Nerd. Hank versus Geo. I would do Hank versus Geo. I don't really want Hank on the show, but I could probably set that up. There would be two former Big Red opponents that he crushed with his bare hands. Video title for you: 9 reasons why I would never do OnlyFans, and the 1 reason why I am doing it. I mean MMA related videos. Yeah, that's all right. I don't mind being on camera for integrity reasons. All right, cool. Hank versus Giuliano would be a good tard scrap. You guys want to see it? I'll set it up. I love to get my ass beat in trivia, but my schedule is tough to work around. Wait, Big Red beat Giuliano in trivia. What the fuck? Is Big Red like that? What do you mean Big Red? Big Red he's the reigning champion of MMA Nerd. The people demand Hank on the show. Do they really? Email Melson. What do they? What are their demands? Why do they want Hank on the show? I can get him on if you guys want. I'll get him on to face Giuliano and MMA Nerd. I'll do that. I'll do that shit tonight if you guys want. If I start losing halfway through, I would start trying to make people laugh as a defense mechanism. That's usually how I operate. Giuliano can't remember UFC facts because he cooked his brain from all the Special K. I thought that Special K was like a really nutritious cereal. Damn, I didn't know Big Red was a trivia mastermind. Yeah, so unfortunately, all my episodes of MMA Nerd are on Hank's Warzone. So I have one episode on here that I've done. But yeah, I mean, if you guys want, you can set that shit up. If you guys are demanding a Hank, I thought about a Hank and Giuliano MMA Nerd. Does that sound gay as shit though? Do we want like 2 more interesting people on the show? Isha said he's down. He's down. Like Hank Giuliano would get good views. God. We got to get another opponent for Big Red. I pick Hank to win that battle. He's been promised the win 6,000 years ago. Can't believe you said Hank is not interesting. Well, he's not interesting to me, but I'm just saying, wouldn't you rather have 2 more interesting people on the show? Yeah. I don't know. I mean, we could set it up though. If you guys want, let me see how many MMA Nerd questions I have. And you know what I can probably do? I could probably make it a live show where you guys can answer the questions too, if you guys want. That's what I've been thinking. A live aspect to it would be fun. Let me see how many questions I have right now. Okay, wait a second. I already had all these ones are answered. All the Shogun, Manel Cobb. Shit, I got 50 questions preloaded already. Trolls bring in the views. Gio and Hank bring the trolls. Isha knows everything about MMA. No way anybody's beating him. He's already lost. He's already lost on MMA Nerd to Jay from Rush Hour. Big Red was trying to set up he was trying to set up a match with Isha, and I'm like, bro, he's 0-1. You're 2-0. Like, come on. I don't want to be accused of not doing fair matchmaking on this show. What's up, folks? Happy Hump Day. Hope everyone has had a good one. Yeah, it's been all right. How you doing, man? You should hype up Hank versus Gilly. I'd battle Isha. All right, Chris. I'll have you on. MMA Nerd. That really surprises me. Dude, it shocked me. I thought that he would beat Jay from Rush Hour, but he didn't. No Chill versus me, says Andrew. So No Chill's been ducking the smoke because he actually won one. He's been ducking the smoke on Big Red, and he's actually the one that told me that trivia is stupid and he doesn't want anything to do with it. So I'll respect that. I'm not going to ask a guy who doesn't like trivia shit to be on my trivia show. Canadian versus New American Yank. Damn. I would rather Isha lost to a boxing connoisseur. Tisk, indeed. The problem with Jay, though, is he took forever to answer questions, and Isha was like, "You need to have a timer," because I don't have a timer for like people to answer stuff. But yeah, I mean, so Showweather says he's down. If you guys want to see Gio versus Hank, I can set that up. I don't think Gio would do it though. Let me see. Is he live right now? Idaho, if Dana said he would give you $1 million to fight Andrew Buchesny in MMA, but you can't hold back, would you do it? Oof. Well, I would lose that fight because Andrew is the chattest man on the planet. But yeah, I'm down. $1 million. I could really use that money right now. I'm gonna get you Jed Meshew. How? Okay, if you could actually do that, that would be sick. I would love to have Jed Meshew on the show. I like Jed Meshew. Actually, Bedred is talking to me and Hank. Wow, that's fantastic, buddy. God damn it. Is either man live right now? Here, let's see. Hank. It's because he's French. All right, here, let's see. Let's I can make some calls. I can try to set up that MMA nerd. He said thanks. Thanks. You don't think Giuliano will? I think he thinks Hank is below him. That's just what I think. I don't know. I could be wrong. He didn't answer the phone though. Yeah, listen. The point of this whole section of the show is I can set up some more MMA nerds. Is this the call-in show? Let me get on video. You've accused me of being several people. The real doctor is no. This is not a call-in show. Giuliano is probably pacing around his apartment, saying like to himself over and over again. Oh my god. Yeah, you can be on the listen, I do call-in shows pre and post UFC events, so you guys can hop in then. I don't know what the appeal to a call-in show would be. Get a Crazy Horse interview. Crazy Horse sucks. I don't have no interest in talking to fucking Crazy Horse. Sounds like a fucking lame person. Maybe not lame. Lame is the wrong term, but sounds like somebody I really don't have any interest in talking to. Hey, I've been learning the English, Paquito, and I just want to say Hank is the shit, Vatos, you heard? Okay, thanks a lot, amigo de Hank. You have to put a time limit on Giuliano for his answers, though. Says B. Yeah, well, there needs to be a timer, like in general, for MMA nerd. I did that for 10 seconds as an impression, and he said it wasn't even close. He never says that, apparently. Actually, I want to fight. So Andrew wants to fight Giuliano, like in a physical altercation. Hey, bro, Idaho. He is friend of Hank. Porque I am friend of Hank too, bro. And like everybody should be friend of Hank. You feel me? Wait. Amigo de Hank is just look at that profile picture. That shit's fire. That shit's fire. We should get Amigo de Hank versus Hank's friend in MMA nerd. See who the real it can be questions about Hank's childhood and past. I don't think he is. I think a crackhead is somebody who smokes crack like habitually. Time limit on both people around 1 minute to answer. That's a good idea. I need to get some sort of hourglass. Minute hourglass. God damn it. So yeah, my point is I'm trying to get some more content out there that's not me just talking into a camera about nothing or making picks or talking about the UFC. I started gaming. I started like gaming on stream. I don't know if people like that. I don't know if like me gaming on stream is more annoying or cringe, or I don't know, or if it's fine. Call Hank Owen over like he used to do you and ask him if he'll do MMA Nerd. I don't even really want to initiate that sequence. I would rather you guys ask him, like say, hey, like we want you to be on MMA Nerd, and then he goes, hey, I heard people wanted me to be on MMA Nerd, and I go, yeah, let's do it. You versus Giuliano. That would just be like the worst episode ever, though, would it not be? Crack is so 80s, meth is where it's at. Talk about Connor. Yeah, I'm not going to talk about that. I just meet Hank and now my life go boom, boom. Like, no, I don't know. Are you saying you shot yourself after you met Hank? I told you people demand Hank. I just, like, that's fine. They can go to his channel and see that all the time. I'll talk to Hank tonight. All right, Andrew B is gonna initiate the exchange. I don't really know if I want that. You guys can see Hank on his channel like every other day. Tell stories about your magical midnight phone calls with Hank back in the day. That never happened. If you're gonna game, you got to use racial slurs. Channel your inner Teofimo Lopez. I don't really have too many. Like there's a couple that are funny. Hank is popular on his channel. Oh, on this channel. Well, again, you have to take into context that I once had a show with him for a fucking whole year. Email has to be the person to convince him. Yeah, there you go. That's a good caveat. Again, I just don't know. That's like a whole like, God, can you imagine MMA Nerd on this channel with Gio and Hank? Ugh. Sometimes I dream, bro. I dream that Hank will give me a high five and call me Kamal. That's how powerful that dude is. Way Hank is like the sun, but for the soul. That's insane. Tell us about how when Hank would call you that you would lay on your stomach and kick your feet. It's not about what you want. It's the consumer. Joe Dirt. Did he say that? I remember he had a meteor that turned out to be a giant piece of crap, which is what most of our friends turn out to be. Holes. MMA Holes. I don't think he even like he comes to the channel sometimes, but I don't know if I think he's like too big time for me to do MMA Nerd. If I could get MMA Holes on to like do a thing with Giuliano, can you imagine? That's what I'm saying is like I don't think I really. Yeah, I do just need live bodies for MMA Nerd, so I guess it's not the worst thing to have like a Hank or Gio MMA Nerd, but that doesn't really sound like fun to me. Joe Dirt is a goated movie. Yeah. Wasn't there a second one that was like terrible? It's like how all good like random ass movies go. Like the first one's always solid and they make a shitty second one. Gio and I were supposed to stream last night and he called me before the stream. I thought it'd be funny to see how long he went before he noticed the time. I'm not even joking. It was 5 hours. What do you mean? At the fireworks stand, the dude only wanted to sell snake sparklers. He said that right now you are at the fireworks stand. What? Doesn't he make he's like he lists off like here, let me see. I'm gonna look it up. I got 50 questions preloaded for MMA Nerd, so we could do one really soon. Oh yeah, here we go. He's like, you're gonna stand there owning a fireworks stand, tell me you don't have no whistle and bung holes, no spleen splitters, whisker biscuits, honky lighters, Husker do's, Husker don'ts, cherry bombs, Nipsey daisers, with or without the scooter stick, or one single whistling kitty chaser? Husker do's, Husker don'ts. Do you want me to ask Mose? Yeah, ask him. Yeah. Mose apparently has a connection with or Kiwi apparently has a connection. Trying to get his boy lover's name out there again. It's definitely Vinny. I don't know. Nelson and Giuliano had this big plan to do a takedown, the MMA Holes collab stream, and of course, lazy fuckers never went live. Yeah, I just don't think you're gonna like. That's the other thing too. It's like we're gonna do a takedown stream. We're gonna really put the nail in the coffin. It's like, how do you plan to do that? I don't think you can do it over the course of one stream. Doesn't seem viable. And Idaho, listen, Vato, you gotta stream Super Ghouls and Ghosts. That game. I've never heard of Super Ghouls and Ghosts. Well, yeah, because snakes and sparklers are the only ones I like. Big plan. Milson, you are such a lazy twink. Wow, that's quite the accusation. I think that he actually has a job. The funny thing about Melson is he'll troll really hard, and then like when you go on his stream, he's just like a chill guy. It's like, yeah, well, wow, he really likes to stir a bunch of shit in chat, but he's really not that. He's really harmless when you go on his stream. I think Gilly has been live on the same on some stream for the last 60 hours between his channel and others, with like only 5-minute breaks in between. Interesting. Now, how do you feel about that, not an AM, bro? Guy's got to do what he's got to do. I don't know. I don't know what to even say about that. That's something I don't know. Should I start going live for 60 hours at a time? I can't sit in this chair that long. Also, I don't like vertical streams where you're just like out and about doing stuff and you're like talking to your phone and then somebody's like there's like an actual human by you and you're just like, oh yeah, I'm talking to my chat, bro. Like I don't know, I just maybe it's a lack of confidence or it's like a lack of wanting to be a total douchebag. Yeah, you are actually right. Melson likes to poke in people's chat, but really he's just an innocent little guy. That's kind of the impression I got. It's impressive. Okay. You need to put mad respect on Melson's nombre, on his number. I think Melson and I are at a mutual point of respect, but that doesn't mean it has to go any further past where it is now. Yeah, jeez. Most and Giuliano are not friends. Yeah, I kind of gathered that, Andrew. I kind of I kind of gathered that a little bit. Joe Dirt 2 is so garbage that you can see it on YouTube for free. God damn. I know you should buy some Marlboro Reds and put your hair up like Giuliano and do a 38-hour stream. I can put my hair gets a little crazy, but his hair is much thinner than mine. Okay, here we go. Just got to get a pick. I think that can be done. 38-hour. I could probably do a 38-hour stream when there's enough fights on. I'm out. All right. He always seems like a tweaker talking to himself in public, so streaming, talking to chat is nothing to him. That's fucked up. Yeah, there you go. Now you got to say, like, like fucking, like, over and over and over and over. Now start talking about Lane. I don't know anything about Lane. Lane's been in my chat, and she seems cool. I have every time Lane's ever been in my chat, everything's been chill. So yeah. Does Hank really sleep or just close his eye and upload wisdom to the cloud? I need to know this, bro. That maybe that is Vinny. I don't know. That seems like some Vinny speak. Oh, okay, I get it. So Lane. So stupid. I like Giuliano. We're cool, but I don't know. I don't know if I want to do like a co-stream with him where it's like a weekly thing. Idaho, what does Hank actually do all day? That's a great question. Well, I don't know what he does all day, but I really don't know. I mean, what does anybody who lives with their parents at 24, 25 do all day, I heard Giuliano sleeps hanging upside down from the corner of his apartment like a that's I have no evidence to confirm or deny that. Next time you stream with Gilly, tell him you think Lane is cool. All right, no problem. I haven't watched it yet. Maybe I will do some shrooms and give it a go and see how horrible it really is. Well, but I think that if you do shrooms and you watch a movie, it's going to skew your opinion on it a little bit. I'm 38 and still living with my parents. Well, Andrew, I think that your condition is a little more reasonable to still be living with your parents. Are you saying that Hank maybe has the same condition as you? Hey, what's up, Nick? Hey, Nick, we want to get you back on MMA Nerd to go up against Big Red. What do you think? Jazz hands marathons. That's like what he does all day, daily. Yeah, we want to get you on MMA Nerd with Big Red. What do you think? Did Andrew block me? I don't know. I'd probably block him if I was you. Or if I was Andrew. Yeah, Andrew's a good. Yeah. Yeah. Speaking of streaming too long, I could either turn this into a game stream because I think that's what I'm going to do before I go to work tomorrow. Or I could just end the stream and game tomorrow. I'm down. Hit me up. How about Sunday? Sunday. Yeah. Remember when Hank had to go to therapy because of emo melt? Well, yeah, I do. And again, it was because of I was told that because again it started as like, oh, I got anxiety because of all this Discord things going on, and I'm like, okay. And then yeah, so I kind of assumed that it was because he was arguing with Email Milson so often. That's a better idea. What's a better idea? Por favor, bro, describe me how Hank is doing. All right, I'm about to end this stream if it's. I got you a good contestant for MMA Nerd. Really? Who is it? And I just sent a message to Jed Mishu. Are you serious? What the fuck? Can you imagine if we? Okay, but if we had Jed Mishu on the show, like, we'd have to put him up against somebody like that's not a total freak on MMA YouTube. That would be sick as fuck. I would love to have Jed Mishu on the show. Who's the contestant? imagine like Jed? Can you imagine like Jed Meshew versus Giuliano or Hank? God, it would have to be. It would have to be. It'd have to be like Mose, I think. I asked Mose if he'd be on MMA Nerd, and he said you have to bang his wife first. Huh? Jed Meshew is a lib. Is he really? Benny P MMA. He is a young journalist from Perth. Sick. Yeah, I don't know how he would hit me up, but I am on Twitter. Combat Casual. Are you calling Bit Red a freak? Yes. Yes. At least eccentric. I didn't know Jed Meshew was a lib. I mean, I don't really give a shit. I don't know why that matters. We're talking about an MMA trivia show. It's literally a big non-factor, if you ask me. I don't know. To me, it's like, why not? Why not just game? The problem is my controller is starting to drift, and I feel like I got to get a new one. Oh my God. His co-host was the guy who said he's an ally of the community. His co-host was the guy. Are you saying? Wait, I don't know what you're talking about. Not name, bro. Jed would emotionally break most other contestants. I like Jed Meshew a lot. Combat Casual. Let me see. I think it's here. Let me see. It's this right here. Yeah. Benny P MMA. Let me give him a sub. Let me check this guy out. It is always better when you can have like two content creators on MMA Nerd. That's why I liked the episode I did with Isha and Jay from Rush Hour. Benny PMA. He's actually live right now. His title run continues. What does this guy got? He's covering Quill and Sal killed. This guy's going live. Cool. I gave him a sub. Sweet. Strickland was talking about in sports, and the guy had a problem with, and when Strickland confronted him, he said he was an ally of the community. Who do you mean? Who do you mean? Yeah, Vinny is not my boy. Who are these two fucking troll fucks? Obviously, email Melson's gonna continue to troll me, but who is lard ass MMA? God damn it! I almost just want to keep this guy around just because he made a channel based off of a comment I made. Are you talking about Alexander K. Lee? Because yeah, Alexander K. Lee is kind of soft, but again, I don't really give a shit. I'm just listening to people's MMA takes. Paradox said that he would get smoked on MMA Nerd, so he's not really interested in doing it. Yeah, he is a good dude. He's a couple of years younger than you. He knows his shit too. All right, cool. Yeah, tell him to hit me up on Twitter, and I'll definitely have him on. Love having new content creators on MMA Nerd. We got to grow the channel too, because we got to stop having people like email Melson and Lardass hanging around my streams. What do you think about fighters like MVP and Roy Jones Jr.? As in their defensive ability and head movement, I think that it's awesome. It's super entertaining. Fucking shit. I think that fuck off. Super entertaining, but obviously there's a time limit on something like that, right? Like there's not That's not a sustainable form of fighting. It relies on incredible reflexes and athleticism, and that goes away eventually. You know, you sound like your boy Clown Show complaining about how good we are to the chat. I don't know his name. Yeah, it's Alexander K. Lee. Yeah, I don't mind Alex K. Lee. But yeah, he does have some pretty soft takes on politics and shit. I do agree with you there. I like Alex K. Lee though, as far as MMA knowledge and shit. Also, why does everybody have to be my boy? I don't understand. So yeah, I'm gonna wrap this chat up. But so 2-1 cards and the PFL on Friday. I'm not sure how much of the PFL we'll cover. We got the Rise World Series Saturday morning early, Friday night, Saturday morning. UFC on Saturday, BKFC, and then there is a regional promotion from Vietnam that I'm considering covering. I think Sunday we're gonna have an MMA nerd. We kind of have to, right? I might try to line one up for later tonight, but I'm not sure. Monday, what the fuck? Oh yeah, Monday we'll make picks. What did I do Tuesday? What did I do yesterday? I did a stream. Oh yeah, we did a tier list. Probably continue doing tier lists on Tuesday. Wednesday we'll do a live chat every week. Tomorrow, I guess Thursdays I'll do game streams. Later tonight would be great. If I can set it up, I will. And then Friday, Saturday. Some things might change though. I might be working out of town next month. Or sorry, September. I'm hopefully. So I really won't be able to stream as much if that happens. But hopefully that's for just like a month, and then yeah. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna go get some food. I'm gonna go get some dinner. We might do a little bit of we might do another stream here in like an hour. I'll find out. But yeah. Roy Jones had a massive left bicep from All right, guys. Well, thanks for joining. All the trolls too. Get some lard. Lard ass MMA. Yeah, thanks to everyone and all the trolls for joining the stream. We'll do one of these every week. Let's raid. Yeah, that's actually a really good point. Yes, he is live right now. Let's go raid Benny P. Let me actually see this real quick. Yeah, let's raid this guy. Let's raid that guy, and I'm getting the fuck out of here. See you guys tomorrow. Later.